been 4 years since January 6th took on a whole new meaning.
Everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
But that march became anything but peaceful as protesters stormed the Capitol.
And we fight. We fight like hell.
He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding.
They were there with love in their heart. That was an unbelievable, and it was a beautiful day.
No matter how you view what happened January 6th, 2021, there's no question that Washington, D.C. looked very different today as Congress certified Donald Trump's election victory without protest inside or outside the Capitol.
Now, some of those who were charged or convicted of crimes over what happened there 4 years earlier could soon get a pardon from the former and future president.
I'm going to be acting very quickly.
Within your first 100 days, first day?
First day.
First day.
Yeah, I'm looking first
issue
day.
These pardons.
These people have been there, how long is it, 3 or 4 years?
Okay.
You know, by the way, they've been in there for years, and they're in a filthy, disgusting place.
News 5's Clay Lepard has been following through on the Northeast Ohioans convicted over the events of January 6th for the past 4 years.
Tonight, for the first time, one of them is sharing on camera how he looks back on that day.
The calendar comes up and January 6th comes up. What goes through your head?
Meet 23-year-old Justin Smith.
A lot of mistakes. You know, I was young. I was dumb.
The Medina County native is one of nearly 20 from Northeast Ohio who faced criminal charges tied to what happened on January 6th. Smith, then 19 at the time, hopped on one of the buses that left from Garfield Heights.
I was told not to go. Numerous people. I really shouldn't have gone.
A day that escalated.
And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
From outside the White House
Get back, ladies!
to the steps of the Capitol and inside.
If you can just feel the stench in the air, there's pepper spray everywhere. You know, they're throwing concussion grenades or sound grenades. You know, you can hear loud booms coming from inside the building.
Court records show more than 1,500 have been federally charged with crimes tied to the attack on the U.S. Capitol and the nearly $3 million worth of damage done to the building that day.
One thing that did really aggravate me was when I was inside the Capitol building, you know, there was people in there giving speeches and whatnot, but I saw people were stabbing flagpoles through the pictures that were in there. Those are hundreds of years old. You know, old pictures that, you know, you just can't replace them. You know, so damaging, you know, history like that, yeah, that angered me a little bit.
Investigators say Justin Smith only spent 10 minutes inside the Capitol, even taking this video.
We are inside.
I didn't damage anything, I didn't hurt anybody, I didn't steal anything, I was just there.
Ultimately, he pled guilty to a misdemeanor and was sentenced to 3 years probation, but ended up serving 4 months after violating it. Many from that day already had their moments in court. For some, just probation or less than a month in prison. Others, like former CMSD occupational therapist Christine Priola, served 9 months in prison after becoming one of the most recognized protesters
Christine, please friend me on Facebook.
in the days after.
Everybody has to get in now.
Last month, John Douglas Wright of Canton, who drove a bus from Ohio, was released early after 21 months. Photos showed Wright pushing a barricade against Capitol police officers and saying in Facebook messages, quote, "We are going to have to fight the blue tomorrow." There's still some in prison, including father and son Michael and Clifford Mackerel, as well as Ryan Swoop, sentenced for assaulting an officer after videos show him spraying officers with what appears to be a chemical irritant. A handful of cases are still awaiting sentencing, like Trevor Kane of Aurora.
But sometimes you gotta break a window to get back into your own house.
His sentencing, which could be as much as 1.5 years in prison, is scheduled for later this month, but was recently moved to after President Trump takes office, and that could change everything.
Are you hoping for a pardon?
I mean, my charge is a misdemeanor, so the pardon's really not gonna do me any good.
With the possibilities of pardons coming from incoming President Trump.
I mean, do you think there should be a blanket pardon?
For some people, I do believe yes. Now, some people, I do believe they did get excessive down there. There were people that did go down there intending to harm. Those people, I believe, should be charged.
Smith doesn't plan on attending the inauguration later this month, instead focusing on what's next for him and his family.
I mean, do you want the pardon? Does it make a difference?
I mean, I wouldn't even matter about pardon. I would like just go there and shake his hand. You know, like, I was down there for that election. You know, I was down there fighting for his cause. You know, I still, to this day, will fight for his cause.
Clay Lepard, News 5.